I just wet my leg over. Hi, Internet!
Sup, bro?
Hey, it's the Senders Podcast with Andy.
And Sunglasses Sam.
Sunglasses Sam.
I have evolved past normal human vision.
Oh. To lighter vision?
Yeah.
So everything's too bright for you, is that what
My
you're
eyes are white. Like my privilege.
As you can see, we've moved to the sofa.
My
this is our new setup. Look at our lovely knees.
Mine's got a rip in it.
Your mother would be so proud.
Oh, she is.
Okay, so can someone check audio just to double check that we're good, because we were using a new mic tonight, so just want to make sure that it's
Shout out to Dean Allardyce, our good friend who... When is this? Well, this is out right now because we're live.
Oh, I meant to ask you about Dean, just a quick on that.
He
How
will,
did he get on with his interview?
His interview... I can't really talk about it because it would expose the business practices of another company. Okay. It's not fair on them to talk about how their hiring process works.
Shall we talk about this later then?
No, all I can say is that he's hoping to do very well. He got through the third round of interviews. We'll find out tomorrow.
Well done, Dean.
Whether or not he's made it.
Well done, Dean.
We're excited for him.
Nice, cool. So yeah, new format. Just not a new format. I'm just sitting on a sitting on a sofa.
Sitting on a kofa.
Kofa.
At the kofa. Cabana.
So yeah, what's been happening, Sam? We missed last week because we were really busy with Easter stuff, with the Easter holidays in Scotland. Yeah. On top of that, we've shuffled the shop around a little. I've put some new bits and pieces in, and we needed the time to do that. So
I also have a social life.
Yeah, that too. Sam was busy being social.
That's a lot.
Thanks, Deanne.
My girlfriend's going to be throwing shade in the background for this video, but we'll enjoy it.
Why are we both crossing our legs? I don't like that. Let's stop that.
I'm just putting these awesome ARC originals on screen.
Flashing his kicks.
Well, these kicks are by an independent Scottish brand.
Really?
This is by the only independent shoe brand in Scotland.
Please tell me more.
That's all I have to tell you.
Okay.
I just figured I would say that because they're on screen anyway, because this is comfortable for me. And you know, we're an independent Scottish brand.
We are.
I like supporting these guys.
Indeed.
For anyone who doesn't know, I have an addiction when it comes to shoes, like a lot of people.
It's very true.
And I cut down from having 68 pairs to having 20 something. And this made the cut because I really like them. They're from an independent brand, like we're an independent brand. And this particular colour was supposed to be based on Charles Ray McIntosh's tea rooms.
Really?
Yeah, the various pinks, purples, different shades of blue.
Do you want to give him a shout out? What's the name of the brand?
ARC Originals.
ARC
Originals, hence the A on the side.
There you go. Check him out.
That wasn't one of our topics, just my shoe is on screen.
Just talking about shoes.
Sorry, audio listeners. We can actually talk about stuff we're supposed to be talking about.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea, to be honest. Okay, do you want to start us off?
I'll start with the boring one.
We're going to kick off with some gaming news.
Gammon Naz.
Gammon Naz.
This is my Gammon Naz for last week and today. This one's boring. You and me have already talked about it this week. I mentioned it 2 weeks ago, but it was genuinely announced, which shocked me.
Okay.
Snapchat Snap Games.
Yay!
It's launched with 6 titles that are free to play for anyone who has Snapchat with any of your friends, from 4 to 8 players per game. There is the Mario Party-esque game, which is Snap Party, I think.
Okay.
Bitmoji Party. There's also a zombie survival version and a sort of cart game, as well as a top-down battle royale.
Ooh.
All of these things I'm interested in, but I have already come up with the first obstacle of having something like this, which is no one really uses Snapchat for group conversations. Some people do, but not really, so it's hard to organise playing
Everyone
a game.
at the same time, yeah.
And I would only really do it if I was in the same room as people. I don't feel like I'd be interested in doing it if I was in different places.
I guess.
And if I'm in the same room as people, unless we're out and about, we can just play a party game. Well, we can talk or play a party game on a console.
On a tape, Snapchat for that as much as you see. I've not used Snapchat in 3 years, probably.
You only used it to send funny faces.
Yeah, no, that's true.
It's more just because it's not. There's no conversational aspect to it.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about mobile gaming against people across the world. You would do it and not have to talk to them.
Okay.
Whether it's with games like the ones they're talking about, which is supposed to be geared at playing with your friends, surely you should be able to chat, and it doesn't seem like there's an audio aspect to this. That's my first news.
Fair enough. I'm just double checking your stream, sorry.
That's fine. My stream's good. I haven't been to see the doctor in a while. But
and of course Twitch adverts, thanks for that. Deafens me.
I was really confused by
really deafens me.
you put our stream up to your ear there, and all I heard was Wonderwall, and I thought, who's hacked our stream? Who has managed to replace all of our audio with Wonderwall?
With Oasis as well. You know my hatred for Oasis.
I love it. It's so fruity.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We're good. We're good.
Sweet.
We're sweet.
You want second news?
Secondary news, or do you want me to jump in with the news?
It's up to use.
I have a news.
One news.
So did you see the Xbox leak? Possibly. No.
It's not supposed to hold liquid in the first place.
You put a water cooling system in. Oh. So no. Supposedly there's rumours abound of the discless Xbox One. What?
I agree with Funhouse. It's really hard saying the discless.
Discless, it really is. It's so hard. You know what I discovered the other day?
That you're also discless?
No, I was talking to Michelle about old TV programs that I watched when I was a child. And one that I loved as a kid was called Tots TV. I posted about it actually on my personal Facebook.
Awesome.
But the premise of Tots TV was there was three sort of felted like puppet characters. One called Teeny, one called Tom, and one called Tiny. Tom and Tiny were English, but Teeny in the UK version was French, and they had a magic bag, which they took on adventures and stuff, and that's what they did. They lived in a little sort of farmhouse, went on adventures with their donkey. They had a donkey and this weird little puppet dog thing. I can't remember the name of the dog. Anyway. Teeny was French, but when they talked about their magic bag, Teeny would always say, "Ooh, sac magique," which I now realise is very dirty.
Oh.
What? Oh yes, sac magique. Sac magique. Anyway, moving on from that, just that little tidbit of information. Some customers walking in.
As
You guys
you're
are
talking
cool. Jump
about
in.
dirty children's programs.
Dirty children's programs, no. There's some chat coming through and I can't see the chat because I've got it on the wrong screen. I'm just going to change that.
I can't see the chat because I'm wearing
Hold on a
sunglasses.
minute. Where's the chat? Tots TV was good, haha, but looking back, yeah, okay. I couldn't catch the end of that, sorry, whoever commented that, I missed the end of your comment. Anyway, yeah, so Xbox, back to that, what I was talking about. Xbox One Discless Edition has been rumoured for ages, but there was a leak supposedly on a German website from a German shop of an advertisement for the Xbox One S Discless Edition. Supposedly €229.
Okay.
It looks exactly the same as an Xbox One S, just without the disc tray slot in the front. I guess that's to keep production costs and stuff down. It looked creepy. What looked creepy? Tots TV? Tots TV, I'm assuming, or the Xbox One S.
Tots TV.
So yeah, the Xbox One S supposedly, possibly been leaked. They were looking at announcing it, I think, May anyway, so not such a big
I've
thing.
got mixed opinions on reporting on news like this because
Why? Because it's all conjecture.
it's not that it's all conjecture.
Conjecture.
It's not that it's all conjecture. It's more like until they release, there's no. Until we have like what are the launch exclusives going to be. We've already got tech specs for most of them. Just saying images of leak doesn't matter.
No, well there was leak. So part of this leak, part of the advertisement actually advertised what games would be preloaded on the Xbox as well.
Preloaded?
Yeah, so I think Forza was one of them. However, it was Forza Horizon 3, not 4. For some weird reason, they haven't put the latest version on. It's the older version, the digital version of the game instead of the newer one. Supposedly, there was a couple of other games I can't remember what they were. There's not that many Microsoft exclusives anyway. So,
Halo.
Yeah, I think Halo Master Chief Collection or something like that was one of the other ones. But it was weird that it was the older version of Forza Horizon as opposed to the current version. But that was also leaked in that advertisement. It was quite weird.
If we're talking about Xbox, we might as well talk about PlayStation 5.
What happened today? Michelle said something popped up, but I didn't see
Just
anything.
everyone saying, "Oh, the PlayStation 5 is coming."
Is that it? That happens once a week at least. Let's see.
It doesn't look like anything new, except maybe there might be a price point now and visuals have been seen. But
specs. There's supposedly some specs have been.
But we're already wearing specs.
Yeah, I'm doing that waggly thing. So supposedly It'll support 8K graphics. Great, because I have a screen that can support that. 3D
can't
audio.
fit that many
It'll have a
Ks
super
on
fast
screen.
SSD instead of a hard drive, traditional hard drive. Instead of a spinny disk, you're going to have flash memory. And backwards compatibility with PlayStation 4 games. Which, yeah, you wouldn't want to chuck that in the bin, especially, I mean, backwards compatibility, we could talk about that for days as well, to be honest. Yeah, pretty much. Having that back catalogue already ready to go makes it a lot easier to move on to the next generation.
Again, just to talk about it with reference to us, because I end up bringing up every time we talk about backwards compatibility, something like that could arguably be a concern for a business like this one.
For us? Yeah, in terms of our future, by all means. But I mean, I think we have a whole 40 years of history to rest on, so...
And on top of that, people will always want to play with the originals rather than like, oh, my Xbox can now play Super Bomberman. It's like, okay, or you can come and do that on the SNES.
I think what's more exciting is what they're doing in terms of trying to create new hardware, like this the Mega SG or whatever it's called, which is the new Mega Drive compatible. It basically takes Mega Drive games, like original Mega Drive cartridges, gives you the ability to plug in original Mega Drive controllers and stuff as well. And sort of the Super NT, which was the Super Nintendo version as well. Stuff like that, the really cool stuff that they're doing with hardware now that brings back the old hardware,
those
so you can
high-end
reuse
brands that are like reshelling essentially.
Yeah, so you take
a bunch of Mega Drives.
So it means you can be a collector and still collect all the really old stuff when it has a use because there's new hardware to play it on. Whereas the older hardware is depreciating and it's also getting older and harder to maintain. So that's more exciting to me than, oh my god, what's the most powerful console we can release ever, and you know, spending stupid amounts of money.
Alright, Valley Girl. What's the most like powerful console?
Powerful console I can buy right now?
Oh. Are you saying that gaming consoles are the new sports cars? Daddy, I want an Xbox One. No.
No. Anyway, do you have anything else to move
I
on
have
to?
lots of news.
Yes, let's move on.
So this one will be interesting to people. The official Yu-Gi-Oh guidelines, obviously this isn't video game news, but we do some card game stuff here, mainly Pokemon, but I have played Yu-Gi-Oh since I was like 4. The official Yu-Gi-Oh guidelines now say that players can be removed from any event if they fail to meet hygiene regulations.
Yes, I saw this.
My take on this, this is an understandable response to a problem that comes up in a gaming format that lasts hours in single rooms.
Same everywhere you go.
When you have hundreds of people enclosed in the same space.
Totally.
I feel like it's the case as with any sporting thing. Like, fine, card game, not a sporting event, but like, if you grew up playing sports with any sort of medical condition, you would have been used to bringing like a little letter saying, I have this condition, that's why I have X, Y, and Z with me today, and then they would let you off as part of the league. So that would be the same here. If you have some sort of medical condition that causes you to not be as high.
I think they'll give you more leeway if that's an issue.
I don't think people can complain about having to bring along slips to say I have poor personal hygiene for these purposes.
Yeah.
If I had to do it for being a diabetic.
No, exactly. If it's a medical condition and you have a basis for it happening, then there's nothing you can do with that.
I find it interesting that not forcibly, but the precedence for being removed has been set.
Yeah.
For something like this, it's very interesting. I have more gaming news.
Well, I have one more to go through.
I have 4.
Have you been on? Do you use Spotify? Is that right?
All the time.
Yeah, you use Spotify. I used to be a Spotify user. I've kind of dabbled in other ones as well. I did use Deezer for quite a while.
Did you say?
Dabble? Oh, don't! Thank God your other arm isn't in there. It just looks like you're sniffing your wrist. So yeah,
What time is it?
I've dabbled. I'm gonna keep saying it until you lose all meaning for the word.
Dabbled?
I've dabbled with Deezer. I've used Google Play Music. I've even used Amazon Music. But Spotify have
Up in the sky. What is that?
Have a best FIFA songs playlist that goes back from 1998 all the way up to 2019. So
I was going to say what is going on.
Don't worry. That's Jay and that's his crew. Don't worry. So yeah, there's a Spotify playlist for anybody who loves music from FIFA games. There has been some good tracks in FIFA games, to be fair.
Spotify's got you can Google you can search that for anything.
But yeah, so if you're interested in all the songs from every FIFA from '98 up to 2019, jump on Spotify and search for that playlist. I think that'd be pretty cool to have a listen to. There's some really good songs in there, except the Robbie Williams one that just flashed up on my screen, which we won't talk about.
I like Robbie Williams.
Moving on, Sam, what do you have?
There's a new gaming and fitness centre which has opened in Rochdale.
Ooh.
It's called Alternate States, and they're using VR to provide a fun experience for families, as well as having a world-recognised physiotherapist who's designing regimes through the use of VR equipment to make exercising more fun.
Okay.
It is one of these places that's got, I don't know the specific name for a console like this, but VR games with a treadmill attachment. You know the ones I mean, where you can run in one spot?
Yeah,
so a bunch of different fitness regimes are being designed for customers using VR
hardware.
equipment.
Yeah.
Or if you're just a family that wants to come out and do some VR, that's also an option. It's dual purpose.
Nice.
I figured we would give them a quick shout out because similar to us. So if you're in the Rochdale area here in the UK, then check out Alternate States. As well as this, similar thing, Wales now has a gaming van.
Wales have a gaming van?
Yeah, it's...
A van with games in it, that sounds creepy.
Yeah, it's basically, think of your typical just 4x4 van that's going to travel around Wales for parties and such and provide video gaming experiences. It's got 4 4K flat screens in it with stadium-style seating, a series of PS4s and Xbox Ones.
How big is this van?
It's referred to as Gaming Squad.
Sounds like a semi.
And it allows for up to 16 players.
A semi-truck.
16 people to take part. The idea is it will go to houses for birthday parties, different events for businesses and things like that. And the direct quote from it's a father and son duo who have built this. The son's 16 and is getting a start in the business world doing something like this.
Nice.
The dad spent at least a decade in IT and is just wanting to change. He's got a background in it. And it just looks like an interesting opportunity.
Annoyingly, I came up with that idea already.
Except you didn't, because it's already a massive thing in the US.
Yeah.
There are over 400 vans in the United States, as well as there being individual companies within London and the surrounding area.
But my idea was to do it retro.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Being who we are and what I am. Never mind. No, so... Sean, stop making a mess, man. No, that's just a mask in the background anyway. That's just kids there. My finger doesn't know which way to go in reverse. There it is. Hello. Boop, boop, boop. No, my idea. So because we weren't expanding, or we didn't know whether we were going to expand to bigger premises, my idea was to collect retro video games and have them ready, not in a van that you could get in and play, but as a good to go set of stuff that I could then take to external venues, or the possibility of doing private parties at people's houses was kind of chucked around, but I didn't really like that idea.
Quotes from the father. Our focus is on multiplayer gaming and bring back the joy of couch gaming. This is the particular reason why I chose this story, because it relates a lot to us.
Yeah.
Not just on the couch, but to the way that we approach video games and
it's trying to the local multiplayer thing, get people to play games together as opposed to online, and
teaming up with your friends or competing against them is so much more fun when you're in the same environment.
True.
So I agree with that. As much as we're totally 100% in for online gaming, meeting people all across the world, having friendships with people that you've never met in real life, stop making it darker so I just can't see the screen.
No, I'm making it darker to make sure my battery lasts long enough for this entire recording.
It's just appreciated. I have 2 more gaming uses.
Okay, I have one.
Both from today. You can. Well, I can do one, and you can do one.
Oh no. Yeah, I have one.
Or you can do one, and I'll do 2. We should have planned ahead.
We really should have planned this ahead.
No, it's more fun this way. It's like a real conversation.
Well, I've got a couple of little things.
And one.
Okay, so Capcom, I don't know if it was supposed to be announced today at 3 PM. I'm going to double check actually what the exact details were. So Capcom are making a big announcement today at 3 o'clock UK time. And yeah, it was exactly what they thought it was going to be.
Street Fighter 6.
So Capcom have announced a plug-and-play arcade stick. So it's kind of playing off of the whole mini console thing that PlayStation, Nintendo, and now Sega are doing. But it's a miniature Capcom stick that has loads of games built into it. You can just fire it into your TV, And oh, that's really loud. That's the Capcom sound. Thanks for that. Launches 25th of October this year, just in time for our birthday. And the games that have been confirmed for it are 1944, The Loopmaster, Alien vs Predator, Armored Warriors, Capcom Sports Club, Captain Commando, Cyberbots Full Metal Madness, Darkstalkers The Night Warriors, Eco Fighters, Final Fight, Ghosts and Ghouls, Giga Wing, Street Fighter 2, Hyper Fighting, Mega Man The Power Battle, Pro Gear, Strider, and Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, which I know you enjoy playing here on Saturn.
I actually enjoy it.
Yeah. So that looks awesome. Can't wait to do that. Michelle, can we turn that down? I can't hear myself.
I'll turn it
That's okay. Thank you. It's also coming out of there, remember? So yeah, that looks really, really, really cool. The other nice thing is it's made by Capcom, so it's proper good hardware. It's got Sanwa sticks in it. It's got some really, really cool button. What was it? I can't remember. So yeah, it's properly well built and really, really good hardware. Made with Capcom games as well, so it'll probably run absolutely amazing. Really looking forward to that. It's priced at £200, which is hefty, and it's shaped like the Capcom symbol. I don't know if you can see that on that camera, but
Where are the buttons?
It's shaped like Capcom's logo, which is phenomenal. The buttons are there. You can just see them. They're kind of translucent. There and there.
Oh.
See them now?
Yeah.
I want one, obviously. I'm not a big fighting game fan, but the chance to play Ghosts and Ghouls, Ghouls and Goblins, for example, on a proper Capcom stick would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, I think that was my last news. You might have a couple? Two newses?
Something we argued about before, but I just thought there's like definitive numbers put behind it now.
Okay.
We've had conversations about Google Stadia versus Apple's Arcadia.
Apple Arcade, yeah. No, Arcade. Is it Arcadia?
Yeah, so I'll call it Arcadia, but it's Apple Arcade. Financial Times revealed today that Apple is intending to invest $500 million into their Apple Arcade.
Into gaming?
Into
development?
Both them developing and paying indie
developers as well.
But indie developers can only apply for funding if they need to have games be Apple Arcade exclusive for a couple of months before they go on to other things.
Yeah.
They also specifically said they can't go on to other gaming subscription services.
Ever?
Before those 3 months have elapsed. They specified that.
Okay.
Which we don't need to talk about how their others feel about it. I just thought it was interesting that they're putting that much behind it. Supposedly they've invested $1 billion into their TV Plus system, so they've put half into gaming, half as much, which take for that we will, but it's still a huge amount of money for what many people, including yourself, assume is just them going, we'll put Angry Birds on another system. They're actually doing more.
I know, I mean, to me it's just a Play Store subscription basically, it's just their Apple Store subscription service, but if they do fire as much money into it and as much development into it as it seems like they're going to do, then yeah, thumbs up.
And final news story, yesterday there was a terrible tragedy within France of the Notre Dame Cathedral.
Our hearts go out to the people that love that building, like the people over the years that have made that building what it is.
It is 800 years old.
I know.
It supposedly has a bit of the crucifix in it.
Yeah.
And Jesus' crown.
Michelle was saying that the large glass section completely untouched. It was actually not completely untouched, but it was actually in good condition still. It was actually alright, which was a silver lining.
Well, the reason I'm talking about this within video game news is because Assassin's Creed Unity is going to be part of the rebuild process.
Really?
Because obviously that was a major part of the
It was set in
storyline.
Paris, yeah.
They 3D rendered the whole thing.
No, so they scanned it so they can rebuild using the plans.
So
from
obviously there's things like
good.
that. The National Geographic have done similar things.
Yeah.
The various documentaries have done similar things, but nothing to the scale that Ubisoft did. So that, along with all these other things, is likely going to be used to help
really
rebuild
cool.
it.
That is
So
really cool.
within the realm of gaming,
Something
also,
nice has come out of it to help.
this isn't video game related, but and I'm really sad that I forgot. I'm not sad. Regret I can't remember this guy's name. But a French billionaire, the husband to Salma Hayek, has said that he's donating $100 million.
Wow.
As well as I think it's the company that owns Louis Vuitton are donating $200 million. So over $300 million just from those two entities alone going into this renovating this thing.
If only Glasgow had something like that for the art school, no?
Argue whether that's useful.
Where's Sean
or not.
Corney when you need him, eh?
He did it. They did it 3 years ago. People did it 3 years ago.
Yeah, through the taxpayers' money.
Anyway, so Japan news.
Japan news. I really don't have anything on Japan.
I have 3 things and they all suck.
Do you?
I do.
I have one really awful bit of news. The only thing that I could really find, because nothing's really been happening in Japan, unfortunately. That was newsworthy to me. Maybe to local listeners, fine, but not national.
We can make Japan news really quick. Blaze through some arcade news because the laptop's dying and we've got other shooting to do.
This is true. The BBC are in this evening. My good friends. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jay Robertson.
Why are you doing this?
I don't know.
Stop networking. We're trying to get a recording.
Just give Jay a shout out on our podcast, alright?
No.
So Jay's
not
in.
on camera.
He's shooting
I'm giving my friend Sean
a pilot for a new show that he's working on. It sounds amazing. Details will be revealed eventually. Yeah, so they're going to be doing that after we're finished here. My Japan news was an old lady. Actually, harking back to the news I was talking about 2 weeks ago, that Japan had revealed their new imperial era, called Reiwa. The world's oldest living person resides in Japan. Her name is... Where is it? Her name is Kane Tanaka. She was presented with a chocolate bar representing the new era of Japan, new imperial era, called Reiwa. She is 116 years old, Sam. 116. She was confirmed by the Guinness World Book of Records as the oldest person alive and was given chocolate gifts, including a chocolate bar with the new era name Reiwa written on it in white chocolate, soon after the announcement on April 1st. And then she said, "It's delicious."
So is that the news? That's your news.
She was born in 1903. That's insane.
She was, to put it again into perspective, when I was born, she was 97.
that's mental. That is insane when you think about it. She says she was born in 1903, the year when the Wright brothers made their first powered flights. She was seventh. I can't 7 with one hand. She was 7th of 9 children. She says I was the strongest among all 9 children. And yeah, that's pretty amazing. So well done. Oh, she's so cute. Look. I don't know what this guy's doing.
I don't like that I'm doing this with sunglasses.
I don't know what this guy's doing. But anyway, yeah, congratulations to Kane Tanaka.
Okay.
Sam, what do you have?
I have 2 stories and a headline. The headline we only talked about. The 2 stories are, so we're entering a new era because Emperor Akihito is abdicating.
Yes,
true. And there is an issue within Japan meaning that there's no male heir to take the throne, which has been the case for centuries.
Yeah.
2/3 of the population said they would like the rule to change or don't care if the rule changes. Okay. So there's still 1/3 of the population who would like to keep it male only. But there is the opportunity for women to become the reigning monarch of Japan, which is quite cool. Or, right, or just no monarchy. But, take from this what you will. I just think it's nice that it clearly that the country wants to change that. On a similar note, Ayako Fujigama has been elected as Japan's first transgender prefectural assembly member. Which is a really cool thing for them to start.
It's progress.
Towards.
It's good progress.
It is for anyone's progress, so it's cool that this lady's been given the opportunity to be the first. And finally, my headline, which we don't need to go into, but I feel like it's important to state. Japan just bombed an asteroid in our solar system. For science.
Okay. Alright.
Now on to arcade news. So
Asteroids is available to play in arcades. Just to segue nicely into that. We've bolstered our Atari 2600 range, so we've had quite a few new games added to the listing. I haven't updated them on the website yet, but you will see them very soon. Later this evening, possibly tomorrow, Smash Bros. Melee will be back on the list as well. We've also added Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube, Mario Strikers, and Mario Party 4, and Mario Party 8 That is 8. That's 8. Yeah, Mario Party 8 on the Wii, but you know, who cares? Mario Party 4 is much better. So yeah, there's been a load of game updates in arcades.
In terms of event updates,
So tomorrow is What a Load of Craft, Crochet Club. So if you like tying knots with wool to make wonderful things, then come on down. It is £5 for the evening. All materials are provided for you, as well as some tea and biscuits. Nom nom nom.
Thursday is Pokemon Club.
Thursday's Pokemon Club.
Starts at 5.
5 till 7.
5 to 7 instead of our usual 6
instead of
to
our
8.
usual 6 to 8.
Due to private events.
It will be, well, due to Michelle's birthday. She knows, it's okay, don't worry.
I'm just telling the world. We don't need to explain it.
So yeah, Pokemon Club's going to be running an hour earlier than usual. We will be running tournament format again.
Are we doing an official tournament with prizes, or are we just running a
we'll run our fun tournament like we did last 2 weeks ago.
As in a paying in one? Or
yeah, paying in one. Okay. So basically with Pokemon Tournament it is £5 entry. You get yourself a Sun and Moon booster pack with that. You then get to take part in the tournament, and we've got various prizes and other things to sort out from there on as well. So that's 5 till 7 tomorrow. No, sorry, Thursday evening. Thursday evening. Friday is our usual late.
Arcade Lates, come on down, play some of our Big Potato games, supplied by Big Potato Games.
Bring your own bottle as well, of course.
If you wish to, you can come, drink some booze, hang out with us, play some Guitar Hero, play any of the games you want. Also play some of our board games, like I'm saying, Big Potato Games lovingly gave us a bunch of stuff last week.
They did.
And we're still
we adore
getting
We haven't learned all the games yet. There's so many.
I'm loving Bucket of Doom. Come down, get out some life or death situations.
Yeah.
Saturday,
okay, Saturday's
it's
a fun
something that everyone has been asking us for, and we can confirm now. Oh, we could have confirmed last month, but confirming right now. We have Roll It coming through on Saturday again. Our 3rd month of doing an event with them, and this time it is D&D.
It's actually what the WTF is D&D.
D&D for beginners.
Lots of letters. So it's D&D orientated at people who've only played a couple of times or haven't played at all. The guys from they'll be running 2 campaigns. There's too many 2s. 2 campaigns at 2 different tables, and they'll take you through Dungeons and Dragons from start to finish. So it's a one-shot campaign.
Preset character sheets.
About 2 or 3 hours.
Are beginners and want to get involved in the game but haven't had a chance.
Yeah.
If you're an experienced player looking for just a fun evening, feel free to come down as well. But recognise that this is not for people who've played for a year and a half.
It's for noobs, or previous noobs. Anyway, so yeah, that's D&D. And then Sunday is nothing.
We can confirm that this week there are no private bookings. So
are there, Michelle? Are there any private bookings? There's one on Saturday, isn't there? 3 till is what time? 6 till 8. Yeah, so 6 till 8 this Saturday we do have a private booking. We will be closed for 2 hours, so we'll only be open from 12 till 6 for everyone. 6 till 8 will be shut to the public, and then from 8 onwards it will be What the Fudge is D&D.
Yeah. So remember with that you have to get down here for 8 instead of 7.
Yeah, it's an hour later.
And because we're an hour later, things will be slightly tighter maybe, so just get here.
We'll run till 11. The guys, the roll weight guys have been really cool, and they've said, yeah, we'll be about a 3-hour campaign, 2.5, 3 hours, so should run us up until a normal time.
But still, we normally start at 7. This week,
8 p.m.
Make sure you get there as close to 8 as possible. It's really helpful for us to get everyone in and ready.
Yeah.
That's the only private booking we have thus far this week. We will be posting on social media, more come up, but recognise that you can come in at any other point in the week, 12 till 7, after 7 on Friday, for people who want to come down for some overrated fun. Other than that, we're open for business as usual.
Video. I think that's it with arcade news. A couple of personal things. Oh, actually, no, there's one thing I wanted to talk about. We are now winning. We are now beating One Life Left down in Norwich. This has been going on for, what, a month and a half now? It's been back and forth.
So far, I don't know who fired the first shot.
So One Life Left are a video game cafe down in Norwich, England, and they are lovely guys. John, the owner, as well as Ash and everyone else. They're all wonderful people, and we've been back and forth challenging each other to different video games and posting those videos online. They do a live show on a Friday evening called One Life Left Show. It's a play on the One show. Anyway, so One Life Left. They were beating us 3-1. The first challenge was What was the first challenge again? I've totally forgotten. It's that long ago. You can't remember either, can you? I can't tell what's going on underneath the glass. Oh, he's falling asleep. Okay. So the latest videos have just went up today. So One Life Left. They responded to our Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 challenge on the PlayStation 1, which we won. And then they responded and they gave us a challenge on Die Hard Trilogy on the PlayStation 1, which again, we won. So it's now 4-3 to us. We're going to run it best of 9, I think. John was talking about this during their One Life Left show that just went live today. So we've got basically 2 challenges left. We've got the fire one over to them, and they've got the fire one back over to us, and then we'll find out who the definite winner is from there. And then we'll see what happens from then. So we're really looking forward to it. R-CADE Versus. Check it online. There's a whole playlist I've set up on YouTube. If you want to go watch them, you see all of our videos, and I've added One Life Left's videos in there too. If you fancy taking us on at any video games, if you are a streamer or if you own your own cafe or your own retro video game inspired business, and you want to post some videos online against us to take us on, then please feel free. Drop us an email, give us a message. Tweet at us, yes. At R-CADE Glasgow, or hashtag send nudes, of course, as always. And fire us your challenges. We're always ready to play and beat down anybody that comes for us. Yeah. No, okay.
You have to have the sunglasses.
Oh, we're on TikTok now. We're on TikTok. Sam's very happy about this. We're on TikTok. Have you seen the video I posted on TikTok?
Andrew,
it's awesome.
We're about a year.
I was making potato scones this morning, and I made this. Nope, that's my camera. I made this. Oh, it's not gonna be loud, is it? There we go. Ready? If you want to know what that was, go to our TikTok, find us on TikTok. I also shared it to Twitter, so if you find us on Twitter, you'll see it there. It is phenomenal.
Facebook. We're about to run out of battery. Before we run out of battery.
What are we going to say?
While we end this, just remember,
Quick.
Kanye West says that Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 soundtrack did more for music than the Beatles.
It really didn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night.
We've been Andrew and Sam. This has been the Send Nude Podcast. We'll see you later. Ciao! It just cut out just as we did that.